How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at what weapon effect glow is best for you, and how they all look. But before we get into the video, why not subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you'll be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Now, let's get started. Since the introduction of Rune Glass, having an elemental effect on your weapon has become a lot more viable. Before, you'd most likely choose your weapon gem for its perk, but now you can keep that perk at a small loss, but also add an elemental effect on your weapon, to not only add damage of that element, but also add a cool elemental glow on your weapon. Since all of these elements have the same damage percentage, you can basically choose the element of your choice based on which one you think looks the coolest. And that's what we'll be looking at today, how each weapon glow looks in different scenarios, so by the end of this video, you can choose your favorite. It is worth noting, certain elements do more damage versus certain mob types, and if in PvP a player has gear to defend against a certain element, it is best to counter it, so keep that in mind. I'll be doing a video like this for every weapon, and today, the weapon we're focusing on is the sword and shield. Unfortunately, in the game at the moment, you cannot slot gems in shields, and therefore there will be no shield glow, but you can for the swords. First off, we'll be looking at how this weapon looks without any weapon effects active. We will start with a look at the weapon from a cinematic viewpoint, and then we will see how it looks in action, with and without weapon abilities. You will get this effect if you have either no gems on your weapon, or if you have a gem with no elemental effect. It is worth noting that no matter what effect you have on your weapon, when your weapon is sheathed, it will always look as if it has no effect on it. Next up is the ice effect, which is achieved from the aquamarine gem. Since many people run ice gauntlets and it's such a powerful weapon, I can see many people having gear that lowers incoming ice damage, which is something to keep in mind. I personally love how this effect looks. Usually I'm not a big fan of ice, but it looks great on the sword, and it's got an intense glow and is very noticeable. After ice we have fire. You can achieve this effect from the ruby gem. Like ice, fire also has a weapon based around it, in the fire staff, so bear that in mind. I wouldn't say it looks bad, but it definitely could use some more fire on it. The ice effect was very intense, whereas the fire is a bit weak. The weapon trail on basic attacks is awesome though, and nicer than the ice one. From fire we go to nature. This effect can be gotten from using the amber gem on your weapon. The nice thing about nature is the only weapon based around this weapon effect is the life staff. People running this weapon are usually focused on healing others and not doing damage, so it's a safe bet in PvP. Following the theme of all sword glows, this one is also awesome. It gives me a real lightsaber vibe, especially with the weapons trail during basic attacks. Could make some really cool Jedi transmogs with this glow and the right looking sword. After nature there's lightning, achieved from the topaz gem. There's currently no weapon based on this element type. Not bad looking, but like the fire, it could just have been a bit better. The weapon trail when doing basic attacks is a bit basic too, but by no means does it look bad. Next up is Void. To achieve this weapon effect, you need to slot an amethyst gem in your weapon. However, like with ice and fire, the Void gauntlets can be pretty powerful, so I could see people running around in PvP with anti-void gear on. This one is really stunning. Following the same lightsaber theme, this one gives me a really cool Mace Windu's lightsaber vibe, especially with the weapon trail effects. By far my favorite weapon trail effects to date. And finally, kind of similar in looks to the Void, we have Arcane. Unlike the Void though, there are currently no weapons that focus around this damage type, so I could see less people in PvP geared up to counter this. This effect comes from the Sapphire gem. Really hard not to love this one. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the color, it's just so intense and cool looking. Plus the weapon trail is awesome, so it's by far one of the better looking weapon glows I've seen on weapons. Overall, I think out of all the weapon glows currently available in the game for the sword, my favorite has to be Arcane. It's just so intense and noticeable, and I can see some really cool transmogs being made with it. It's a shame there's no weapon glows for the shields yet. That could really add some cool options for your transmog setup. But when it is added to the game in the future, I will be sure to make a video displaying them. I'll do a quick montage of all the effects now, so you can see them one more time to help you make your decision. Remember, New World is all about having fun, so pick whichever one you like the most. And if you want to boost your damage up a bit, maybe pair the effects you choose with your jewelry to get another extra couple damage percentages. Hopefully this video helped you make your decision. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them below, and let me know which weapon effect is your favorite. I will have another video uploaded shortly with a different weapon, so if you want to see how the effects look on your weapon of choice, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. But until next time, have a good one. Thanks for watching another video. If you'd like to see how weapon effects look on a different weapon, click on the video to the left. Or if you'd like to see a random New World video, click on the video to the right. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content.